Hi Aquarius, welcome in to your reading. Okay, so we're doing something a little bit different since we read for the whole entire month of December. We're going to do a 2024 general forecast. So we're going to look into the energies of the year and see what the universe and spirit guides want you to know. So every sign's layout and format has been different. It hasn't been the same for everybody. I'm going with the flow. I'm seeing how the cards drop and what they want to say to you, and then that one way these cards fall will alert me to know what the next question should be. So first and foremost, for my beautiful Aquarius, what is the most important message, universe, you want to bestow on Aquarius for 2024 in general? This can be applied to any part of your life. So what will it be? I'm going to tell you the way that these cards are read. I can speak to you on a theoretical level, guys, and I'm going to give you the quite literal meaning of what the cards are reading here. Now, at the bottom of the deck, I do see the Empress. I do see you wanting to bring something into this world, right? And you're going to have to make a decision or a judgment call soon. What do you bring into this world? A company, a business, a career, a job, a child, a family, a marriage, whatever it is for you, whatever form of abundance that is. Now, it is at the back of the deck. So I find it interesting that this is what you're going to be building towards all of 2024. And for every sign, I have seen major arcanas, basically. So I know that the cards are on par. It's the gist of what I'm reading for 2024. Because major arcana tells me the things that the universe is going to be bringing forward to you in the form of an opportunity or course correction in your life, or a new direction and path for you to take the opportunity thereof. Now, quite literally, all the cards are major arcana for you. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the bottom. Look at this, the Chariot. This is a Cancer card. Justice, this is a Libra card. Actually lie. Queen of Pentacles is minor arcana, and Strength is major arcana. You have one minor. Okay. Minor arcana is the day-to-day stuff. The Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign, female. She is a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. The literal version of this is your mother, or a mother figure, or a maternal person in your life, which means you need to take care of, or you're watching over, or she's watching over you. Now, this can also talk about your energy, where moreover, the most of you, I'm feeling like that's what it is. The Queen of Pentacles is telling me that you're going to stabilize yourselves in 2024, and you are going to be a little bit more nurturing, loving, kind, caring. And I know that because the way the planets are aligning for you, it's auspicious in the sense of love and relationship. You're honing in on your family and what that means for you, what family is, and who you want to nurture. It's like the garden grows where you water it, and that's what you're focusing on in 2024. Strength, the Leo card, represents, there's a duality here of you, right? It represents holding back from something or resisting something. And normally it takes a lot of fucking strength to withhold, to not respond, to not do, to not go forward. It takes a lot of strength, a lot. Sometimes it could talk about egoism also. That's why you see a duality in this card. Half lion, half lamb. Your external is showing the lion, but internally you're this little lamb that you're trying to protect. So it does denote both factors. Justice. Justice talks about weighing the scales. Lady Justice, is she not blind? Because she's not biased. She being female in the card, and she is how we know her to be for Lady Justice. Also a Libra card. Doing the right thing. Karma correction. Scales getting corrected. If things were done to you unfairly before, now the universe is going to help balance those scales for you. In the literal terms, it means court. It means justice. It means law, legality, and it's in the upright position, so it's going to be fair, balanced, honest decision for all parties involved. The Chariot. The Chariot talks about you, your life, your path, your journey. Here in this card, this Chariot represents the vehicle that carries you forward on your journey. You are the driver. These horses represent a yin and yang, your life force, the positive and the negative that goes on around your world. You're not letting either detract you from your focus, from moving forward in your life, in your path, in your career, your love life, whatever it is for you. And then you have the Empress here at the bottom of the deck, trying to bring something forward into your life. You, if you look at all these cards, we can pull a common denominator, a common thread here for you, Aquarius. You're working to restructure things in your life, to bring you more stability, to hone in on the things that are important to you, things that matter to you. And you will be singularly driven and focused on that mission. You will use all your strength to resist shit and garbage and all the other crap that comes flying your way. Mind you, I'm going to clarify all these cards, but this is the biggest concept and theme I see for 2024. This is going to be the biggest deal. So when we do our weekly readings, which I'll start up again for next week, for the first week of January, we'll see that day to day, you know, your weekly readings, what's going on energetically in that week. But the whole big focus of 2024 is that right here, what I just said to you. So we're going to pull some more cards. But before we do that, let's clarify these, okay? You're like the example I gave Taurus in their extended reading. Give me a second. I'm just going to plug in the laptop. There we go. So here, I was explaining to people how, you know, for me, this is a weekend job. When I do tarot readings on YouTube, I'm really busy because Monday through Friday, I have an office job. What do? I'm in the fashion industry. I mass produce commercially designer clothing for a main label, a major label actually. There's a stage that we call a PP sample. It's called pre-production. That sample comes in, we tweak it, we fine tune it, we look at it, we reject it, and we say, give us another one, a resubmission, or we accept it and we approve it and we move forward to commercial cutting, and then we put things on the shelves. Now, why am I telling you this story? That's what's going on for you here. You are being presented with a PP sample, your pre-production of what you've been living through 2022 and 2023, and you are molding now your journey, your path. You're tweaking what you need to tweak right now to stabilize yourself so you can do the commercial part of your life, the bulk of your life, the bulk of your journey. This is the vehicle that's taking you there with concentration. You are tweaking things so you can sit there pretty and collect, nurturing yourself and others in your family that deserve it. You are course correcting things in your life that are correct, and you're doing it just and fair. And you are withholding, you're holding back from things that are naughty, things that you should not be doing, or resisting shit thrown your way because you're building a life. You're building a life. This is still in the belly. It's still a pre-production sample. Here we go. Let's start clarifying. The Chariot, please. You'll learn something every day. What is the Chariot, please? Clarify Chariot. We will go into love and work, so don't worry about that. Please do tell me in your comments below if this was an interesting reading and you like it. Then we can do something similar throughout the year, like these bonuses, so we can see like path ahead, journey kind of readings. But let's proceed. Plus it'll let me know for next year if I should do it again. The Chariot is clarified by the Four of Swords. Yeah, somebody came back to vindicate you or validate you recently, or will, right around this time period. And whatever it is that they say or do, it helps you heal. It proceeds with the process of you healing. So maybe it's, for some of you, it's closure. Maybe it's closure for you. You know, not needing the validation from others, but the validation that you get from yourself. It helps you move forward. It helps you focus to move on, regardless of the positive and the negative. Like I told you before, you're not going to let the negative define you. You're just going to keep going. You're not going to even let the positive define you. You're going to remain humble and move forward. All right? Let's see what justice is. Clarify justice. All right, justice is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles in the cross position, the Knight of Cups upright, and the Lovers. And you have the Four of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so a couple things here. Coming into your new year, you're going to have a little bit of the energy of this lover. A lover, guys, is a not just your actual lover. It's your business partner or a partner that you have to work with, or a best friend, somebody you partner up with in life. So the lover is not an easy energy. Don't think of it as like, oh, my soulmate. No, they're not your soulmate. They're not your bestie like that. There's a little bit of weirdness in there in the connection. There's a tiny bit of negativity in the sense of, in the regular terms, a lover, Gemini card, by the way, it is, you have a profound connection. You have a profound bond. You can't seem to rip away from each other, but at the same time, you can't really be together for a few reasons for a lot of you out there. One, it's because one of your external environment doesn't allow it to be so. Maybe one of you is married and the other one isn't. Maybe this person is not culturally or ethnically able to be part of your world, whatever the reason is. Maybe there's a huge age gap. One of you feels like you can't commit because it's a choice, lovers. The bond is profound. So you need to discern as both adults that you are to proceed in this life, moving forward together as a couple. Same thing with lovers in business. They're your business partner, for better or worse. You might not want to be with them 24/7. You don't want to bring them home, but they're your business partner because on that aspect they do well. But on the personal aspect, you don't want to fucking see them. Lovers, same thing at work. You have somebody that you need to work with. You both are good workers, and you both as a togetherness make sense. But on a personal level, you're like water and oil. Who knows? That's the point of lovers. You can make it work or you cannot. It's a choice. But when you have a Knight of Cups here, I think your lover is going to come and text you, not even text you, they're going to invite you to talk on an emotional level, okay? And it's basically because of this lover, you never upgraded. You never went to the next level. You never became boyfriend, girlfriend. You never made the commitment. You didn't solidify anything because of the Four of Wands in reverse. So now this energy is coming in 2024 with this person to discuss. Maybe it's for closure, maybe it's for understanding, maybe to try again. But the problem is the Knight of Pentacles in the cross position. It's a problem to move forward. It's moving cautiously and slowly, but it's not. You're just somewhere stuck here. And sometimes I always get justice also when that person comes back to vindicate me or validate me, as I said to you earlier. Some of you could be in court with your business partner. I don't know. Things will be fair though. I'm trying to think of what else. My nose gets itchy in my readings. I feel like this is the universe's way of saying, don't forget this and don't forget that. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles, universe. Your card came out, the Star, but in reverse. Is that a gold speck? What is that? Yeah, a gold speck. I want you to be prepared for this, okay? Because you know me as a reader, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to tell you rainbows and butterflies and everything's beautiful in between. I mean, I will if I see it. But if I don't, I won't, because I find tarot to be a tool, not a crutch. To see things so you can mitigate them or foresee them coming so you can balance yourself for the things that are to come. For the bulk of you, Aquarius, I do not like the undertones of a Three of Swords. Three of Swords is profound pain. It is heartache, okay? And it's on top or behind the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you might be dealing with a sick parent, I don't know, and it's heartbreaking, or you have to deal with that on the literal sense. This is not for everybody. And you're being hopeful and positive and wishful. I'll show you all the cards. Before I told you this is also a mommy card, so some of you could be single parents too. And you might become single parents, and that's also heartbreaking. I'm not saying there's any death, but I'm saying that, you know, maybe there's a divorce, maybe there's a separation, because you do also have justice there, and you're becoming single parents, and it's utterly heartbreaking. Others of you have to take care of a parent, heartbreaking, or they're not well and you're worried. You're just hopeful and positive. You're not even worried, you're managing your worryingness, because I haven't seen any sword cards yet, which is strange. But you also have the Strength card. You're struggling here. It's like you want to do something, but you don't. It's you have this internal struggle. But this is a thing that you need to watch over in 2024. Let's continue, because you have Strength here and you also have Strength here with this card. Please clarify Strength. You have Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant in reverse talks about doing something non-traditionally, uncommon, but it also means a divorce or a breakup of a commitment, like dropping out of college or leaving a marriage behind. Those are institutions. It's inverted. And I do see a passionate new beginning at the bottom of the deck. You're leaving this for something else that drives your passion. But you are resisting something here regarding this, right? Maybe you're resisting trying to divorce someone. Maybe you're resisting this person to try to come back. You all know what that means for you, because I do see you entering some passionate new beginning. And clearly there's a lover here. So we'll see what this is. Let's continue. Let's go down the path of who or what is coming towards you in 2024, okay? And then we'll do a little bit of advice, and then we'll look into your work zone. Tell us about who or what is coming towards Aquarius, please, in 2024, the most biggest and important energy of the year. Guys, that's not to say that you're not going to meet new people or have other people. You are. We're just looking at to see who is the most significant or how they're the most significant in your life. Aquarius, please. Ooh. Sun, Four of Cups, Six of Wands, and Six of Cups. Okay, we have two sixes and the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. See, the Hierophant is the marriage card we talk about, the commitment card, the taking the traditional steps to achieve something. We go to college to become scientists and doctors. We date somebody and cordially invite them out and meet their family and get engaged and get married. We create, we go and we start jobs at a low level, but we take one step after the next and build a shiny career. We start paperwork because we want to form a club, and we go through all the legal channels, and then voila, we built an institution. You understand what I'm saying? Traditional steps to build something, an orthodox, typical way. This normally for me means a marriage for most people. What's coming in is the Six of Cups, the Sun, which is a Leo card, Six of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Well, it's somebody that you have fond memories from the past that definitely make you happy. And why are they making you happy is because of the Six of Wands. Vindication, validation. It makes you feel good. Make no mistake, this is an ego boost. This is an ego bump. This is what people don't tell you. This is self-satisfying. But the six also means success. All right? So it usually, to me, tells me somebody from your past that might have hurt you, or things didn't go well, that they didn't tell you things you wanted to hear before. They're coming forward and they're telling it to you now. But then there's the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups talks about unrequited love. It talks about stagnation. It talks about boredom. It talks about not interested. Sometimes it talks about a runner-chaser dynamic with somebody. And maybe it's just somebody you were married to and you're no longer interested, or someone you had a commitment with. Let's see. Let's clarify Four of Cups, please. Four of Cups, please. Four of Pentacles. Wow. Two fours. The Four of Pentacles talks about holding on to somebody where there was unrequited love. Somebody who might have caused you heartache. You know, honestly, I could sit here and be like, this is them. It can be. It can be them who's holding on to you, and you have unrequited love for them, or it's vice versa. There wasn't enough love in the situation, but you were holding on, and it's causing heartache. And then this is why they come back, and you're feeling kind of happy. Let me see. Clarify these two, please. Temperance. And the Knight of Wands. Yeah, it was a fling, it was an affair, it was non-committal, it was very casual, and now you're trying to find your center, your peace, and your balance. And after you do, they come. You finally get your peace back in 2024. And this is somebody you couldn't structure a relationship with or upgrade the situation. What is the Six of Cups? So this person is coming back, is going to be a big energy for you. And looks like a lover you had. The fat lady has not fully sung. There's your Queen of Pentacles again. Fond memories from the past. You felt like you could have had a stability with this individual. Okay. Yeah, look at that. The Hierophant again. The Hierophant again. Were you guys going towards marriage? I'm not sure. Let's continue. Let's do advice. Let's get to the advice portion here. What is the advice here for Aquarius, please? When this comes towards them, what should they do? Ooh, Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. You feel some sort of betrayal or backstab. Let me see the two cards. I know one is a Knight of Cups. Yeah. And the other one's the Three of Swords in reverse. You really need to heal from this lover, because it's going to get your ass stuck. And you don't want to get stuck. Remember I told you this card is profound pain. Look at this girl's face. she's feeling it. But being that you're an Aquarius, nobody will ever fucking know it. Just gonna die in pain by yourself internally. And this is why you're gonna get stuck. And swords, my friend, are mental. You're gonna play things over and over again. You don't want to fucking do that. Knight of Cups is also an advice. Needing to learn something from here in regards to the heart. But moreover, Knights are messengers. So it's saying you might need to message this person and have a conversation from the heart, you know, and discuss your feelings. Because not only is it therapeutic, getting it off your chest is also going to help you understand where you stand. And you can either start your healing process and, you know, start a healthy, you know, relationship with someone else, or at least help you move forward and not be stuck. All right? Because I do see the betrayal back here. And all of these cards are resonating with justice and lovers and this and that. There's somebody here that, you know, maybe you felt you have a strong connection with this individual. Your situation feels like it's not gonna die. But there is some unfinished business there, clearly. Clarify Knight of Cups. And you're carrying that energy into 2024. Seven of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. It's too many, but I do see a common thread because I'm clarifying the Knight of Cups. The Magician talks about being able to manifest your life, your future. And that is why you also had the Knight of Pentacles in the cross position. It's like your horse is stuck in the mud. It's trying to pick up the pieces slowly, move forward cautiously, but it gets stuck from not moving at all. Page of Pentacles. This is the novice card, learning something. Five of Pentacles. This talks about being left out in the cold and being lonely. Seven of Pentacles talks about pausing and reflecting on all the time and energy you spent in this person. They don't fucking define you. Aquarius. I'm your older sister. Consider this tough love. I'm sitting at the other end of your couch and I'm telling you this as your big sis. Whether you already have one or not. You're pausing and you're reflecting. Aka, getting stuck. B, you feel left out in the cold and lonely. Reflecting on that. C, you have the Page of Pentacles. This was always a learning experience. This was always a learning phase for you in your life. We'll get one, okay, before we proceed and we find our real purpose in life and or our person or our situation. D, you have the Magician. All of this is saying, look, here's your advice. Make some phone call to this person. You can manifest a scenario or situation where you can. You are going to learn something from this because the situation basically had stagnated. It was ready for the next level. So it always had potential, right, Aquarius? But it didn't go there. And now you're pausing and reflecting on being left out in the cold. You don't got to be here. If you talk to this person, you're going to be moving forward, right? You'll be celebrating something, possibly, potentially. Maybe that person feels exactly the way you do. You won't know unless you talk to them. But I see what's holding you back. I see the resistance with all the strength cards. Okay, that is the biggest message for you guys. In regards to people and love and in general energies. But let's go ahead and see what's going on in the work front and career front for you for 2024. The biggest messages. Just separating the cards. Universe, angel, spirit guides, what is the biggest messages for Aquarius in regards to work? What or who or situation is coming in towards them for career, money, and finance 2024? 2024 for Aquarius, please. Death. I hear you're reinventing yourself. Knight of Swords in reverse, the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, and the Queen of Wands here. There's a fire sign helping you out. Maybe, I don't want to say beneath you, but in status a little lower than you. There's a female fire sign helping you, career-wise, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And others of you could be in Aries. The Emperor's back here. This person's a leader. They're going to teach you things, tricks of the trade of whatever the fuck you do. But they're not just that. They're innovators, they're pioneers, they have good ideas, but maybe you know how to implement them better than them, I don't know. They're very creative. Now, if it's not a person, this is you with that energy of a fire sign, where you're going to have this idea, this little tiny flame inside you, and you're going to take this wand and make it happen. So this is you being creative, coming up with something, a plan, and you're going to manifest it. See, the difference between the Empress and the Emperor is the Emperor comes up with the ideas. She brings them forward quite literally and physically into her world. Now, when the Emperor stands alone, she's lonely because she's lonely at the top. She's the apex. Everyone else is below her. Not unless there's an Emperor, which is right there. There is somebody in your environment that you could potentially become a power couple. If not a couple, a power partnership, because we're talking about finance, career, and money. You're coming up with creative ideas, and you could potentially bring something huge into this world. But death, I want to see what this is all about when I clarify, because death means rebirth. It is kind of like the phoenix coming out of ashes, right? And you're reborn with a fresh new idea. You killed off some old thing that no longer works for you, is meant for you, etc. But you also have the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is impulsive. This is rash. This is not thinking things through. But this is communication also. Someone or you blurt something out of the mouth, like diary of the mouth, like it's not well thought out, it's not well thought through, and it's rash. Let's clarify and see why these are these main energies for your 2024. And I love the fact that always, as I'm talking about in general for a big year, I'm getting so much major arcana. Because if I didn't see major arcana, I'd say, oh God, you're having a dull fucking year. Nothing is going to be dull for you. Now, universe, angel, spirit guides for Aquarius, please. What is this Knight of Swords, please, in reverse? Three of Cups. This is celebrating good news. I don't know, that's also a reunification of some kind, but that is celebrating something. I hope it's not something that's going to be short-lived. It's something that you had desired. And maybe you just rush quickly to announce it, or the news comes and it's just like some sort of announcement that was supposed to be formally taken, but it wasn't done. It was like you found out through gossip. It's kind of like one of those things. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it's good news. This could be a promotion. This could be a raise. This is you celebrating with your partners. It's just good news, right? And it is something laced with desire. Let's go ahead and see what death and rebirth is. Clarify death and rebirth. As we clarify the whole entire row here, there'll be a common thread that we can extrapolate for the whole 2024. Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, whatever was a dead end before, a dead avenue for you, Aquarius, those blocks, obstacles, and challenges are going to melt away. They're just going to remove themselves. Somehow, some way, magically, poof, gone by. And they're gone. So it looks like you removed those obstacles yourself in 2023. So there's a deadening of something. It could be as easily as something as the people you rub shoulders with, the old job or the old version of you. It's gone. Bye bye, Aquarius. Aquarius died. Now we have Aquarius part 2.0. New Aquarius. That's what you're doing. You're rebirthing yourself. You've gotten rid of like whatever was in your way. So if you have friends that were dead weight, non-motivational, uninspiring, or you were hanging out with a crowd of people that couldn't elevate you at work or things like that, you're removing them. Because I see the 5 of Wands in reverse here and the 5 of Swords. There was something you needed to sacrifice anyway. There was something you had to give up anyway. And it wasn't easy. It's like a bittersweet card. You lose some, you win some. But you're not leaving empty-handed. So it's not as crazy as I thought death was, because death sometimes could be a loss of a job. Or someone in your work, knock on wood, like a CEO dies or something and the whole company shifts and changes. And whatever it is, though, it ends up being positive for you because it's more of a rebirth, and those blocks, obstacles, and challenges remove themselves that you had. So maybe it was a person, maybe it was a situation. You'll know what it is. Come back to this video often so you can see it for yourself. Now, clarifying Queen of Wands and the Empress. The Hermit and the 9 of Pentacles in cross and the Ace of Wands. You're definitely going to, this is definitely some fiery kind of creative project that's going to be born. You might be doing it with somebody, or you're doing it yourself, because I do see the 9 of Pentacles in the cross position. That means being single, but it's in the cross, so it's a challenge. You're a challenge to do it by yourself. You might need a partner. But you are going to retract your energy, lay low. You're not going to tell people about it. So you're going to make a wise decision, but you don't want to hear everyone's opinion. You don't want to hear the extra noise with the Hermit. You're going to go have your own fucking kumbaya moment and be like, all right, let me think this through. Through my history, through my past, of what I know, let me make a wise choice here. You're not telling people because you just don't need their opinion. And it is a creative new project. The only struggle here is if you do it alone or with somebody. But it's definitely something cool and new. And it is laced with your desires. Oh, you're going to have to tell me what that is when that happens. All right, let's get into the oracle stuff, like your advice for the year. I don't sleep on oracle because these are our ancestors. These are the spirit and the universe. This is the stars and the planets aligning. Whoever your Messiah, Jesus is, whatever you believe in, oracle somehow is those looking down on us and saying, what in dear God are you doing, Sally? No offense, Sally. I just picked a name out of nowhere. But that's the oracle. So, spirit angels, romance angels, what do you think for 2024? The biggest energies Aquarius needs to know for love. Heart-to-heart conversation. Well, ain't that what we discussed with your lover before? Or that Knight of Cups. You're going to have a honest discussion about your feelings and each other. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. That's what the advice was also saying with the Knight of Cups. Making that romantic gesture means let's talk. Let's go for coffee. Let's go for a drink. Like physically seeing each other, that there's a semi-commitment here on inviting someone to have this conversation. So this is going to be the biggest takeaway for 2024 in regards to your love life. And you are going to have to express those emotions if you want it to happen. Okay? I do have religious factors back here, so there might be some fundamental difference between the two of you that's holding you back, like I was discussing before with lovers. Something in your external environment keeping you apart. Let's do one piece of advice for work, career, and abundance for those of you who are retired. I don't know what you're up to. Maybe for some of you it's health, others it's wealth, others it's love, it's whatever your abundance is. Take that for advice here. Those for career, finance, health, wealth, and love. Biggest piece of advice for 2024. Block out distraction. That was the Chariot that we had before in the major arcana. That's going to be a big thing for you. But let's read this card because it's important, especially for work and career. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. Like, you know, those people and friends I told you about before. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Seriously, I started working so fucking much that I don't social media anymore. I don't even know what's going on. There could be like a whole war going on. I wouldn't even know because I blocked my distractions out just so I can focus on pushing my agenda, my career, my life ahead. And now that I'm there, I can catch up and be distracted. But this is important for you guys for 2024. Now, let us continue with the last card of Shadow and Light Oracle card for Aquarius, please. Biggest message, growth and pain. That was the Three of Swords, okay? You're learning from it, and that's card number 1. All right, let's see what it's saying for you. There can be no growth without pain. We often resist change and growth because it might be painful to let go of what is known to us. We fear what we could become without it. It's easy to fall into the habit of focusing too much on what we leave behind rather than what we have to gain. You may feel stuck where you're at and fail to realize that you're a constant journey of growth. Your actions, experiences, and previous thoughts and emotions are your roots, and they will always be a part of you. But on the other hand, you can use these to your advantage and grow new branches that you have never thought of before. While things are taking form, it might feel turbulent and painful, but eventually these things will become part of your stable roots. Ask yourself how you think about change and growth. What are the things that you're resisting, and what are the things you have to gain? The pain we experience when we go through growth may have originated from the fear of showing our true selves, our insecurities, our vulnerabilities. To truly grow, acknowledge that's okay not to be perfect. Find courage to face your own fears and the strength to tear down or lower your wall of judgment towards yourself and others. Affirm to yourself, guys. I embrace the pain and make room for growth. Make a list of all the things you have to gain from letting go of your fears. Read the list out loud to yourself twice each day, either in the morning or before you go to bed, and take time to meditate upon that list. Perfect exercise, perfect tool you can use. All right, guys, I leave you with this. I hope this helped and you enjoyed it. Please leave me your comments down below. Happy holidays and a happy, healthy new year.